Hello everyone, welcome to another royal reading here at MadWorldTarot. And today we're going to carry on looking at Prince Philip for a little while. Gilded Tarot Royal on the tarot table. We're going to look at this rather juicy morsel that Grant Harold revealed in his book. He was famously a butler for the royals, left service many years ago. He pops up all over the place as a royal commentator, and he's now brought out a book. There's been bits of it in the Daily Mail, and the juicy morsel is what Prince Philip allegedly whispered to the Queen at the end of the spectacle, the wedding at St. George's Chapel. He said, "Thank F, that's over." And I'm going to do a little 9-card reading with the Gilded Tarot and have a look at Prince Philip and Meghan Markle. I'm going to look at them at 3 key moments in their, I won't say relationship, because I don't think that they had a good or even any kind of a relationship really. Prince Philip, interestingly, stepped back from public life the minute Meghan was welcomed into the royal family as fiancé officially. He stepped back. He showed up at the wedding, grim-faced, and that was it. He wasn't around anymore. So that's the first moment. It's the fiancé/wedding moment I want to look at. Thank F, that's all over. Then I want to look at Megxit, the Sandringham Summit, because Prince Philip famously refused to participate in it. He was too angry. He stomped off to Wood Farm and left the poor old Queen and the then Prince Charles and Prince William to deal with the has-been and all of that mess. So I'm going to look at that as well. And then Oprah, the third in my 3 glimpses in my timeline that I'm looking at in this 9-card reading. Oprah interview. He was dying, Prince Philip. And Harry and Meghan were telling the whole world how awful the royals were, the R word, and with the acist, you know that word, and all of that stuff. Dreadful stuff going on here. And of course he told Harry, when Harry announced he was going out with Meghan Markle and wanted to marry her, one steps out with actresses, allegedly told Harry this, one doesn't marry them. And Prince Philip in the news, got a bit of toy fluff on the tarot table. The toy has been destroyed. The new toy. Prince Philip in the news for all the wrong reasons at the moment, and looks like he's the next target of a book. I was expecting that a few years ago, but it's on its way, seemingly. Not allowed to rest in peace. Anyway, it's tarot. It's for fun and entertainment. It's all my opinion. It's all speculation. I just read energy here, and disclaimer in the box below. Let's go. Prince Philip on the left, Meghan Markle on the right. We're going to look at their, as I say, relationship isn't really the word that sits comfortably with me. I can't think of their situation, their interaction. Shall we say their opinion of each other might be a better way of putting it. And of course, he's no more. Meghan Markle is sinking like a stone, but she's still foisting herself on us all, unfortunately. Let's see what we have. And our underlying energy is the 7 of Swords. Ooh, sneaky card. Traditionally, that card is the Thief in the tarot. That's getting away with something, sneaking off. Its cowardly energy, it running away, ghosting, disappearing. It's my Megxit card. Sneaking away, not sticking around, not doing the right thing, doing possibly some quite bad things that we have speculated about over the years. And that is interesting that is sitting underneath all of this. That is, in my opinion, what Prince Philip really thought of Madame, and may well have had excellent reasons for thinking that. Let's just say, speculating wildly. Of course, the situation, I always use this card as the situation, the Wheel of Fortune. Ka-ching! In she came. to make her fortune. She was seeking her fortune, and he saw it. He opportunist. Who used that word? I can't remember. So many books, so many articles, so many things. But there is the opportunist coming in. It's got a sort of tacky Vegas vibe about it, like gambling, like, it doesn't have to be tacky, but it's just got that slightly trashy energy about it. Someone seeking their fortune, seeing an opportunity. Al has been Dumbo himself. This is my opinion, of course. I'm reading energy, and trying her luck, Lady Fortune. And that's what he saw. I am speculating. Let's get back to when she arrived on the scene, when she got, she was made official. He stepped back from public life, I've always thought, because of, and there she is. Wow. Her energy is the Tower. The Tower, I'm covering the nudity because, I said the word, I might get a strike for rudeness on this channel again. She came in like a wrecking ball. And if, we had music on this channel, we would have that song playing. But she came in with this destructive energy. Her intentions, as far as he's concerned, were destructive. His energy is the world in reverse. He knew, these are huge cards. He knew that the jig was up for him and for the royal family at this level, that they were heading for calamity with that Tower. He saw absolutely how destructive she was going to be. He saw it from the off. And that's why he said, I'm done. This is an ending card. The World card is a successful ending when it's upright. When it's in reverse, it's not successful. You feel at some level that you failed, and I feel wretched as I'm saying this, because I'm an energy reader and I'm sitting in his energy, and he felt that he had failed the royal family, that their world would come crashing down because of this Tower energy, this opportunist that had arrived. There's a worse word, it just isn't coming to me for this energy, probably just as well that I can't think of it. But he saw what was going to happen, the level of destruction that she was going to bring into the royal family. He knew Seven of Swords. Why? I think he knew lots of things that, as I say, we can only speculate about little Miss Markle. And he felt that he had failed. That at this last moment of his life, instead of being able to look back and think, job well done. Whatever went on in his personal life, none of our business, frankly, in my opinion, and I'm not going to read on it. He did his duty. He was a loyal servant of the crown and the monarch, and felt like he had failed. And between them is the Nine of Swords, which is nightmares, torment, stress. She brought the stress into his world, and not just his world, the Queen's world as well. That's reading for me as the late Queen's energy in that Nine of Swords. She was also stressed. Meghan was also stressed by Prince Philip, because she knew that he could see through her, that he knew exactly what she was about. He knew her game. He knew the kind of person. He'd seen them a million times before, and he knew. And he was the one that could stop things, but he couldn't stop things. It was beyond his power at that stage of his life to do anything to stop her. And of course, the BLM movement was very dominant at that stage, and they were playing the race card, Harry and Meghan, very strategically. They'd been primed to do that. I'm sure she had been primed to do that. And in came the wrecking ball. Megxit. Here is Megxit. There, she went off to seek her fortune. That's between them. He's got the Ace of Pentacles on his side. She's got the Nine of Wands on her side. It's interesting that his energy, when he's looking at it, he's just looking and thinking, yeah, I know exactly what's going on. You're off to seek your fortune. You're off to make your millions or your billions or whatever it is that you want. It's not negative, but there is all of this has already happened. And she's got the Nine of Wands, which is quite interesting because she's now, well, not now, then, she was in a more vulnerable position with the Nine of Wands. That again, we've got these nines, these penultimate energies, that it was heading towards some sort of conclusion, and this was precarious. It was a precarious position for her. Famously, she was not allowed to phone in. She'd already done a runner to Canada, taken the kids, and the kids, there was only one, allegedly. The dogs and all the stuff had always been stored in Canada, and she was holed up there, and she wasn't allowed to phone in. She wasn't allowed to participate because they feared that she would record stuff. And she's very much on the back foot here with this Nine of Wands, that things didn't go her way. And they didn't go her way because of this Ace of Pentacles. I believe, and I'm getting whole body shivers. Is that what she said, that Jamie, what's that woman? Full body shivers, I don't know, whole body shivers. As I touch this card and read the energy of this card, this Ace of Pentacles, it's like Prince Philip. Oh, I can't tell you the chills. I'm getting really goosebumps. Prince Philip laid down a strategy with that Ace of Pentacles. He could tell what she was about, knew it, very obvious. He said, do this to the royals. This is how you handle it. This is what you do. There's no half in, there's no half out. We have to be absolutely firm and absolutely focused on our path forward and how we are going to go forward, or you, because it's got nothing to do with Prince Philip anymore. He's out of the game. But this is how you play this game. And this is what you do. You stick to your path, you stick to your guns, and you maintain your focus and your direction and who you are and what you represent, and let her mess up. Let her mess up. And she did. Took a long time. But now I think most people see it. Long time. Let's get to Oprah finally, and how Prince Philip felt about that. As I say, his last moments, she had the Emperor. She was in control, she felt, at the time. Remember, this is 5 years ago. A lot has changed since then. So this isn't future energy in this reading, just to make this very clear. I'm looking at little snapshots back in time, and this is the Oprah snapshot. She was in control. She had the Emperor. She thought that she was dominating. She thought she was the boss. She had her plan. She was her strategy that she had come into the royals with as the fortune seeker. And it was going brilliantly as far as she was concerned. She was in command of everything. Everything was going her way. Everyone was hopping, jumping. She said jump, they said how high, even Oprah. She was in her most powerful phase, Emperor. And she was poking the royal family in the eye with this, very much poking him in the eye, because really he was the Emperor. In a different kind of a world, he would have been king. And she's look, see, I'm boss here. I won. You lost. You're dying. And we know that she's a heartless whatever, in my opinion anyway. And I believe personally that she was glad that he was in that state when she did the Oprah interview, because that is my personal opinion of her and her attitude to elders, to people who should have been respected and cared for and loved. And instead, her own father, we can all see what goes on there. So there's her energy. He has got the devil in reverse. And there is an energy in that of his sense of, well, it's not my battle anymore. I'm not the one that's having to deal with this level of toxicity. I'm sliding away from it. It's someone else's problem. That level of toxicity. Oh, devil, interesting that it should show up. We've got the Tower, we've got the World in reverse, we've got the devil, the Wheel of Fortune. Amazing. And the Seven of Swords. Amazing, the cards that we have on this table. He is someone else's problem now. I can't do anything about it. I know I've told him what path to take. It's not my business anymore. I'm getting that very powerfully. But the devil itself, the energy of it, just in terms of what he saw, was he saw this tower happening there because of this obsessive energy, this addictive energy, this desire to destroy, to wreak havoc, this desire for vengeance that Megan showed in everything that she did. Burn the place down, that kind of energy, poison. But this obsessive kind of attitude that she had, and the lies, devil, that's what devil energy is about. It's about lying, it's about rage, it's about addiction, obsession, fury. It's all in there, and he saw it. But I don't have to deal with it. I'm free, but free in a heavy-hearted way. Very heavy-hearted. Sorry, that's a clunky expression. My opinion, of course, reading tarot cards for fun and entertainment between them has been the Knight of Wands, has been the red-headed prince, fickle, bad-tempered, off on his big adventure, off to see the world, off to seek his fortune, led by her. There he is falling down in that tower card. Normally in the tower card there's two people, a man and a woman, who are falling down. Only the has-been falling. And there he is, off. He's been wound up by her, and he's off to do battle. He's off under instructions. He's off to cause trouble. He's off to seek his fortune, see the world, be as disruptive as he possibly can. All seen by this old fellow over here. All seen. Knew exactly where it was going. My eye keeps being drawn back to this tower thing. But of course, who's ended up falling? The Parkles. And we're going to look at Prince Harry in the next reading, because he's trying very hard to spin this secret letter thing in his favour, but I don't think he is succeeding. So that's your reading for now. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one.